Let's not focus on discrete results. Methodology-wise, seem fine. Man, I want to rage about it a little bit. I think I'm just going to go with the Lullabot. No Divine Shield, but scaling health in this kind of scenario is just a little bit better. Don't mind me just popping all my beetles before Baron does. And then the beetle comes back in the next tavern and taunts you. So we're going to make an argument for whatever makes the board the best here, then go straight to 4. So we could argue profit of the boar, upside being once we go to 4, we get value out of this, or we could argue just keep Gambler and hold. This piece of shit. Nice. What is this? What is this turn 3? All right. Actually, what the fuck? My man over here is on Tavern 2 on turn 3 with Bran already. After getting 4 battle cries. Well, 3 of them are right there. I'm sure the pirate was the other one. And that is a disappointing combat. Good news, we're going to only take 5 damage, so. Shrugs and goes, well, that's a nice high roll you got there. At least we didn't take 7 like we typically would. What are you saying? Could hold it. I don't think we're holding it. Beast on average have slightly better power at this point in the game than mechs. Pirate would only really be 1 card. Nice. Really good combat. Could hero power this. It's a pretty good board. Bird Buddy's kind of the odd man out. We get the magnetic, get a spell, Gambler for the money back. Oh, all right. Sounds good. See you on Tavern 4. Because fuck Tavern 3. Sell Pirate, get magnetic? Maybe. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I buy that. I like that. Because next turn, we're just going to hero power to practically fill the board anyway. Yeah, you only are going to get whatever the worst minion is on that board is the improvement. But still pretty good. Consolidate stats, slightly trims down damage. I think I'm on board with that. I see. I get pirates. Okay. I think I'm fine with this. With Selfless back in and all other around power level pullback, I wonder if Kathon will be playable again. Probably not. My argument against Kathon being good is that your hero power's value compared to the average value of a minion in the game is still really, really, really low. The fact that it's 2-1 nowadays is a lot better, for sure. But we don't have a ton of Divine Shields on lower Tavern tiers or premium units. And with like Quillboar and whatnot being in the state they're in, that would be laughable. But you got to make an argument like, we're not talking about right now with Quillboar. We're talking about what will be the quote unquote meta game after they obviously pull back some of the silliness. Are you winning, son? Well, we just got 15 out of a first place game. It was kind of sad. 15%ed out of it. It was almost our third straight first on going 4-on-4. But alas, sometimes lucky, sometimes unlucky. I am definitely picking up what you're putting down over here, Bob. We're kind of like cooking adjacent, maybe? I'm already conceding 25% of my games to pick a hero. Came quickly this season. I mean, if you don't care about rating, then why stick around in bad games? Like, there's been no incentive to ever do so. It's kind of like we talked about with Bazaar a lot. Like, the quick play incentive is to just concede turn one. If you don't get a good opener, you just concede turn one, reset, get a good opener. There's no incentive, right? It's the basic game theory side of things. Like, why would you spend 25 cents on re-rolling a hero if you could just concede and get new heroes? Yeah, because people like do anything for the little tiny bits of rating, right? And some people are playing for rating and such. I get it. There's a niche there. I see. I see. My cleave is not the smartest cleave of all time, but he did a job. I'd like to have that permanent gold at some point in the future. It gets kind of funny how many times we've had the same kind of opener in this game. This card is so good. If I cared about rating to the point of where I was going to spend money on it, I'd just pay Jeef to play my account. True. Good point. What are you at? One. Doesn't seem threatening. Hold up. I played with you until 2 a.m. playing your way in. That was like season 1. They did like 15 seasons. But agreed. Early on, it was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Later on, it was like, eh. We've lost a lot of motivation. Peace. Peace. Come on down, homie. What a weird board. This doesn't feel very good. Anyway. That's a lot of tempo up front. Go top 3 or top 4? It's a first or a second, probably. We got a lot of tempo really quick, which means we win the next 3 rounds. If that's the case, like, the game's already in its top 3 state. If nobody connects, we win by default. Worst places to be. Like, saying 4th is, from these kind of positions, would be incredibly rare. Because we pretty much just tempo it out, right? Unless I get Spit Spell, I don't think I can play Warp Wing. I don't think I play any of that. That's fine. Like, it's just clean. You shrug at boards like this and you're like, you know what? I'm not thrilled with it, but also, like, that's a lot of value. We're well above damage cap. We should be 15ing people at this point in the game. There's only one other person that's over damage cap in the game. Like, assume you win last round and then this round and the following turn, we're in top 4 already. So, like, it would take kind of a tragedy to get 4th. I like Lobby Legends as an idea, but I think it would have been better suited if it was a pre-season event. So, like, instead of a playtest yesterday, there was a tournament of top players who could adapt more quickly to playstyles and metas. Yeah, it'd be pretty fun playing who can get there, who can get the cool war tournament. I feel like the game's more fun when it's balanced, but I agree that, like, going super late in the season also wasn't ideal. There's trade-offs. Bofur's a way to get Bob's Buddy add-on on Twitch to show enemy player HP. Don't think so. It's a plugin that doesn't have a lot of configurability to it, so, like, if it's not there already, I'm not sure how I'd change it. Or to show heroes. Consult the previous statement. What's that flex spot, Nightbane? Anything. Just depends on what we find as cards. Trying to make plays before you have the information in the next turn. Could be anything at all. Just depends on what we find as cards. Maybe we do nothing for the turn. We wait out next turn. We just go 2 spells. Could sell Light Fang. Could get a spell that, you know, to consume a minion. That would be cool. If we sell through, though, we gain quite a few stats, and we gain 4 gold for next turn, which is cool, too. Light Fang's just toast. Don't mind me. Just rocking my Baron count. I could roll the board and just be done with it. I could also go Bird instead of Baron. Slightly better. Because it kills itself off. I don't think I want to burn that gold, though. We're just roasting people, dude. I don't get good comp. I'm gonna kill everybody immediately. No other thought in my head over here. How does opponent get dead? Yep, that'll do. Burn them to the ground. Games feel slower, and I'm liking it. It's nice when games aren't just 4 or 5 players being nuked out of lobby by turn 8. I agree with that. Absolutely. Got 16 gold. I could hero power a different tavern. Jippy! I really don't want to hear power this tavern. Guess I'm just not hero powering then. See, Nala was removed. That's pretty sad. It's interesting. I'm going to say interesting because everybody's allotted their opinions. But, like, I see a lot of people that are like, I can't believe they removed X card. That's sad or whatever. You do realize they got to remove some cards to add new cards, right? Like, I swear, if this was up to Twitch chat, the meta would stay the exact same at all times. People would just be like, I liked all of the cards that were here before. I haven't really played the new meta yet, but, like, I'm sad that this card is gone. Fair enough. You're allowed to have that opinion. But, like, Nala was a pretty hard card to balance around. You can't have, like, any cheap spells or spell synergy, or else Nala gets massively out of hand. I feel like it was a good change to remove it personally. Add another Nomi to the game too, bro. True. I'm sad they removed 4 of the tribes. I'm very sad they removed 4 of the tribes. All right. Well, there's the result we expected. We win a couple rounds straight. Game's over. Question is, did this guy hit enough to win, or else do we win by default? I see. Why hero power when not hero power do trick? Lame. Give me Wonder Ball. Why? This is so not what I needed from a Wonder Ball proc. We've taken this spell like 3 times, and every time it's been useless. We naturally rolled a Baron. This is the only thing that Wonder Ball gave us was the Golden Automaton. Dope. Anyway. Don't mind me. Yeah, it did not do much. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Dr. Seuss. Yeah, it's a good sentiment. My first Wonder Ball gave me a Varian on Kurtrus and Hero Power procced on the Varian. That's a pretty good game. I take that. We did it, team. We did the thing. All right, well, I think that trend is pretty set in stone. We've seen this practically in all of our games. Obviously, we're being very experimental, doing all kinds of shit, right? But like, you can go in and win lobbies so fucking fast right now. Like when you get that big of an advantage, you just press your opportunity. Same thing we had on the Xeric game where we could have pressed our opportunity in the middle of it. We chose not to dupe for tempo. Instead, we held it and then we just died. Patchwork game, we leveled straight to 6. We died on a 15%er with our awesome Pokeboard. Feels bad. If that was the first two, I feel pretty confident right now. Shutterwalk, we died. But then again, I didn't know Shutterwalk was changed, so you can't use your hero power on the opening turns. That was definitely a mistake to even choose the fucking hero. All right, so feeling pretty good so far.